The Senate has taken a major step toward overhauling Nigeria's public finance management framework, passing for second reading a bill seeking to repeal the 65-year-old Ministry of Finance Incorporated Act. The proposed legislation, sponsored by Senator Sani Musa of Niger State, aims to replace the outdated law with a modern Ministry of Finance Incorporated Act 2025. It seeks to establish a more professional, globally aligned structure for MOFI, which manages the federal government's investment portfolio.
MOFI was established 65 years ago as the federal government's investment holding company. However, under the existing act, MOFI operates merely as a passive custodian of government assets. It lacks the necessary authority, governance structure, and institutional capacity to actively manage and grow public investments. The result is that the Federation has continued to lose significant revenue due to underutilized assets, opaque ownership structures, and weak oversight mechanisms. The bill seeks to transform MOFI from a dormant custodian into a strategic, professional, and transparent institution capable of driving national wealth creation.
Leading debate, Senator Musa noted that the existing law was enacted during Nigeria's parliamentary era and no longer reflects today's financial realities. He stressed that updating the legal framework is essential to strengthen transparency and improve the management of government-owned assets. Several lawmakers backed the bill, describing it as a long overdue. They highlighted the absence of a comprehensive and current database of government investment across the country.
If you read the extant bill as it is today, it is just about a quarter of a page, which doesn't really give explicit understanding as to how our assets and investment of this country should be. So as it is today, I think it's about time that we encourage MOFI to become more like give us a proper database of the value of all of the investments that we have in this country that are scattered all over the entire federation.
It is therefore, in my opinion, becomes very imperative that this kind of legislation, committees, and particularly chairmen of committees, must peruse through their acts and see whether or not various legislation are apt and timeous.
The bill was later referred to the Senate Committee on Finance for further legislative work. Senate President Godswill Akpabio directed the committee to submit its report within 4 weeks.
Distinguished colleagues, a bill for an act to repeal the Ministry of Finance Incorporated Act and reenact the Ministry of Finance Incorporated 2025 to make provision for a modern, transparent, and professionally driven framework for related matters 2025, second reading taken. The Committee on Finance will handle this, so this is referred to that committee to report back to the Senate within 4 weeks. Leader of the Senate.
With the bill moving forward, the Senate says Nigeria is taking a decisive step toward strengthening efficiency, transparency, and long-term stability in the management of public finances.